You need to get out here.
Okay, well. Yeah, first of all, just, obviously a really good win for our team, and I think a really important win for us as well. And, felt that all week long, so just couldn't be much proud of our guys. Thought they really did a great job playing hard, competing, and, proud of them, but very, very happy for them too. And bottom line was I thought we played tough. We really fought, competed for the ball, and did just so many good things. I don't know if I want to call it a dominant performance, but, we were playing at a high level out there, and that was so good for us to see. Defense did a great job, obviously. Phil and the staff do a great job and do it week after week. And then in a short week, give the guys even that much more credit because clearly they were paying attention and working hard at it. And, coming up with those big plays, I don't think anybody could have seen that coming. None of us expected it. And their guys done a great job protecting the football, and it's a real credit, I think, to our guys. And it was a team effort. Guys up front putting pressure on all that. And offensively, same thing. We got the turnovers and responded, turned them into points. And then, when they did score, we were able to respond, driving the ball ourselves. So, just great to see. Spencer, I didn't realize he had 5 touchdown passes. That's, pretty good, obviously. And then a couple on the ground as well. And for all the things he's been doing, mentioned early in the week about their quarterback, the growth he's shown, course of a year and a half, and I think we probably say the same thing about our quarterback. There were a couple good quarterbacks in the game tonight, that's for sure. I got to see the film, but I think standing on the sidelines, felt like our line took some steps forward. The film will verify that hopefully, but I think we're gaining some ground there. And, Tyler Goodson, can't say enough about him as well. He made some big plays tonight. I'll just, circle back. One of the best plays of the week last week was, we threw an interception, unfortunately, and his hustle play to go tackle the guy. I think that just kind of illustrates the kind of player he is. So just, happy about that. And then, the last thing, just real quickly, playing on the road, second road game now. Tough environment, night game, all that. And great to have our fans here. Really appreciate that. It was a nice contingent. I'm not sure where they all came from. I guess a lot of people must live out east, but appreciate them being here. And they're really vocal, so that made things a little bit easier for us, and fortunately we gave them something to be happy about. So anyway, just appreciative of that. Just, overall, just really happy with our team and really proud of the way the guys handled this entire week. So I'll throw it out for questions.
Heather Dinich to the
Yeah,
clearly your guys have handled the ranking with maturity to this point, but as you know, the more you win, the more attention you get. What's your confidence level that they can stay even keel moving forward?
Yeah, I think a lot of the good things that happened tonight, and I had that thought just in the locker room watching the guys celebrating. That's the best part of the job, quite frankly. That whatever it is, 10, 15 minutes in there. But the clear thing about it to me is our senior leadership, our veteran leadership, not just seniors, but are the guys that have played over this year and last year. They're really doing a good job just, showing younger guys. And we got a lot of young guys on our team, but they're showing them how to act, how to do things. And that's all week long, not just, on game day. It doesn't work that way, obviously. So I think that's where it starts. And then I've been saying, and I believe me, I tell our players the same thing. Rankings this time of year mean nothing. I mean, we're 5 games into it. I had no idea how good we were, and still don't. And didn't know about our opponent either. We're both 4-0. But, so that stuff will mean a little bit more in November, but that's also why you play. You want to be in games that matter, and have significance. So, but at this point, we've only got 5 of them, and try to figure out these next 2 weeks, and then we'll go from there, regroup a little bit.
Kirk, it looks like your quarterback has made some strides over the last few weeks. Certainly tonight, 3 touchdown passes, 2 runs, had 70% completion percentage.
Yeah.
How is he able to make this step and kind of elevate everybody else around him too?
Yeah, I think we being the staff probably look at it a little differently than maybe the rest of the world. We think he's been pretty good for us, and 2 things. I mean, the bottom line is to win games. That's a little, like it or not. My wife's been saying it for about 40 years. At the end of the day, that's what it gets down to. And from us, it's it's a happiness thing, and it's also sometimes an employment issue. But then beyond it, for the players, I mean, that's how you feel, and you feel like hell when you lose, and you feel great when you win. And the bottom line is, I mean, he's finished up 6 straight last year, and now he's got us here. So we really like what we've seen. Like the development that we've seen from him. And there's a lot of things we see in practice that not everybody else gets to see. So, I don't think anybody's surprised in our camp about, how he played tonight. And the first two things I would say about him, he's totally committed, just so committed as a player. I talked about the defensive guys, their preparation. And the other part, clean game. And we talk about trying to play clean football. It's one of our goals. And, he's making more decisions than anybody on the field. He has more impact than anybody on the field. And for us to come out tonight with no turnovers, that was really a big part of it.
Obviously, you've hit a lot of good secondaries over the years, but what's made this group special?
We're veteran. That's one thing, and that doesn't, ensure that you're going to be good, but it helps, So you think about those guys, Moss and Hankins, they're playing with a lot of confidence right now. And Riley got caught on a couple things a couple weeks ago, after, but they're veteran guys. Kerner's a veteran, so there's three guys right there, and then Dane's a 3-year player now. So we're pretty veteran back with those guys, and then throw Kayvon in there. So it's 5 guys that have played a lot of football. So that helps. And then the other part is, the guys up front are doing a good job, trying to, keep the quarterbacks a little bit off, from being comfortable, just getting them off their spot a little bit. And our linebackers are doing a good job too. So it is a team effort, but those guys got to go get the ball when it's up there.
Kirk, I asked Spencer about this a moment ago, but the offense seemed ready to go. They just get off the field. They're going right back out there after a turnover, and there doesn't seem to be any hesitancy, any indecision. They just go take care of business. As a coach, is that all preparation, or is that something else?
It's to me, teams are you're building all the time. You're either going forward or backwards, and we've done both this year, especially offensively. But I think it's just because we talked about that Tuesday. It's just there's no magic formula or no magic pill. You just got to keep working. And but like I mentioned about the seniors on defense, it's the same thing on the offense. If you got some guys that have played successfully, like Spencer has, and Linderbaum, there's 2, and Goodson. Those guys they've done a lot of good things out there. So I think that they've helped keep us on track a little bit. And I still feel we're not there yet, but at least if we keep growing, I did feel in August like we had a chance to be a better team in November. So I'm hoping that's what we just keep our focus on doing that.
Is there something to be said about when you have a special season? I'm thinking of 02, 09, 15. You had really profound road wins.
Yeah.
Is there something about a road trip that can kind of bring a team together, especially when you deliver performance?
I think so, and that's this is I think I made the comment this week. I know I did to some people. I don't know if I publicly, but we have an interesting schedule. We have 7 games and 2 road trips. And one was like, driving to Des Moines to go see my daughter. Big deal. So, this is our first real road trip, and then you throw a night game on top of it. But, the flip side is, puts us all together here in a pretty tight combine, and it's good. I think sometimes that can help you. And but it all depends on how the players treat it, and that's really what it gets down to. We coaches have done this before, but this every year is a new adventure. And again, I'll circle back to that leadership part. We got enough older guys that they kind of know the routine. They help to show the younger guys, can't fool around here. We got to go, especially on a short week.
Arlen was really involved tonight. What did he show you this week in practice to have that confidence in him to where he could ensure a really big snap?
Same thing I've been telling all of you guys. He's first of all, he's a quality person, like a really quality person, a veteran guy, talking about veterans, experienced guys. So he's a 5th-year guy who's been down the hard road with injuries. Never hung his head, just kept working, kept being part of the team, and now he's emerged as a leader on our football team. So, we had total confidence. I know he did a lot of good things. Probably one of the best things he did, in my opinion, tonight. I know it's not in the stat sheet, but he came back and picked up a blitz off the boundary on a play-action pass, and that's a veteran move. A lot of younger players are going to miss that one, but he came out of his fake, came back, made the protection, and allowed us to be successful. And that's a play I'll remember for him tonight. But that's what you expect from a guy like him. So, I'm really glad he's on our team.
Last week, Keegan. This week, Arlen, Bruce. I know you've spoken to them before, but what can you say about how they have just come on and really just been able to contribute to the team early on as true freshmen?
Yeah, I don't know if surprise is the right word, but they've impressed me since January, when they showed up. And, Connor Colby, kind of in that same ballpark, but those guys are a little bit more out there to be seen. But everything they've done, they've kind of handled, like they're third-year guys. It's been really impressive. School, social life, football, and I think we're seeing them improve on the field too. Now they're getting a little confidence, hopefully. So, I mean, we need all the help we can get. So it's a good thing to get more guys in the mix.
Riley said that Terry's pick tonight was a long time coming. Obviously, he's a major impact player on special teams, but what does he mean to this team, and what did it feel like to see him go out there and get that pick right before half?
Yeah, I think I've said before. I mean, I left him out when I was talking about the older guys. We consider him a starter. Like, if we didn't have two seniors that were pretty good, he'd be in there starting. And I've also said, 2.5 years ago, I wasn't sure how it was going to go for him. He's just a young guy, unlike Arlen and Keegan. He was trying to figure a lot of things out. His growth has just been so impressive, and started on special teams. You think back to that game 2 years ago, the big play he made at the end. But we just watch him grow. He competes hard, loves football, loves his teammates, and brings a really positive energy. You guys see that when he's playing covering kicks and all that. Just his a real positive energy the way he plays.
One or two more. Kirk, you guys are, there's no secret, you're going to get a lot more attention coming up, and there's going to be a lot of people in Iowa City next weekend for sure. And how do you guard against that? I mean, in adversity can kind of work the other way too.
Sure.
If you're rising up like that. And do you think this team's mature enough to handle that?
Yeah, we're going to find out. But it's this today was a good indicator, just in that again, short week, you got to go on the road, and it's a little further than last year's Minnesota. So that was a test of our maturity, and I told them that Sunday. Mature teams can handle this a little bit better than immature teams. And the other part, kind of back to that earlier theme, is that the goal. None of us knew how good we were in August, and I'm still not sure how good we are. Nobody knows because we're still so early in this season. We're not even at the halfway mark. But part of success is dealing with it too, and that's harder than adversity, I think, from experience. But when you got older guys that understand it, that's what you hope. But all said and done, I mean, we're a 5-0 team that still has a lot of work to do, and I think our guys understand that. But they also have seen now that if we work hard, maybe some good things can happen. And so if you get in quote unquote big games, there's going to be the circus will come to town. So we got to deal with that, and it's a whole lot better than playing our 5th game at Maine in 1991. I don't know who it was against, but so it wasn't a circus. I know that. We had a craft show. Okay, so I pulled into the the field house, and the place was jammed. So what the hell's going on? Craft show. So coaches had to park 300 yards away. Priorities. Then we had one too. It was deer hunting season, right? The beautiful day, first day of November. 70 degrees, which doesn't happen often. Playing Delaware, we upset them that day. But there's nobody there. I found out deer hunting. Okay, whatever. So anyway, it's good to be at Iowa. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Coach.